Hello everyone, my name is Senator Slinky, and welcome back to my Minecraft world. Basically, I have been working very hard this past month, and I kind of wanted to also just showcase some more progress that I've done with my world. I've been very proud of a lot of the progress I've done so far, and I'm very excited to talk a bit about kind of my future with the world too. I guess to start, as you can probably see, um, my hunger bar is gone. It's kind of because I've actually changed my hunger bar to now be the old beta version, as I've now actually changed. Not changed, sorry. I've actually added a mod called the Old Days mod, which adds in a bunch of stuff from older versions of the game and lets you change them and stuff. And so I've been just installing that and running with it, and so most of this month has been on the mod mostly, or at least like the second half of the world has been using this mod, and I genuinely have enjoyed it. I have felt even much more fun playing on my world because I feel like I'm playing beta Minecraft, but not really. And I quite like that feeling. It's very nice and very unique. So, anyways, I think we should just get started on showcasing some of the progress. Obviously, let's do like a little bit of an aerial shot, I suppose, of some of the progress over here. Um, Probably going to show some progress that I've done over there. And I might actually do a minecart ride down the bridge and actually showcase some of the progress I've done with my bridge. You can see that there's actually a second bridge being worked on over here. I don't plan to work on this one until I've actually like kind of finished this one and gotten like the supports and stuff finished for this one, basic stuff. Uh, but I think to begin, we should start with obviously the biggest thing, this house upgrade. As I actually did a kind of sizable house upgrade and added an entire storage compartment. It should be kind of similar to how my base storage compartment was in my previous world tour when it was on the second story. Kind of just, the blocks, natural stuff, crafting ingredients, stuff like that. And I actually got some ender chests too, because I just kind of wanted my ender chests available to me so I could just like store stuff and go throughout different areas and pretty much just have stuff like that. Um, I guess I could show off the giant statue I built and the observatory. So this is just basically the giant statue I built. Uh, Nothing special about it really. It's just a giant Steve statue that I wanted to work on, and I kind of quite like it. It's very, very nice. It took a lot of stone, obviously. We got a little pumpkin over here. And over here is the observatory. Now, I recently have been getting build ideas from a Discord community for the Better Than Adventure Minecraft mod. And I've credited some of the people who have given ideas, such as this user Cloud54. Um, this is not a very good looking telescope, I will say that. This took like 2 days to finish up because I didn't really have a lot of time to work on it. But I'm very excited with it, and I gotta go up there and remove that dirt that's right there. I did not realize that there was dirt still on there. I'll do that later, though. I think over here, this is my most recent project over here. This is going to be a custom-built dungeon. Also, I never mentioned this, but there's also, like, this bridge over here that I intended to make. Just, like, these bridges. I'm not sure if you could see it in the, previous world tour, but yeah. This is actually, like, the second oldest bridge. I just haven't touched it since then. But, this is a little bit of a dungeon I'm working on. I actually started this project yesterday. So there's not that much. It's very bare bones, as you can tell. Large chest with some materials. This is going to be like a room, and these are going to be like lava. And yeah, that's just kind of it. There's not that much progress with it, but this whole month has been very like time consuming to work on for me. So but I am kind of like happy with a lot of the progress I've been working on. Up here we have the kind of more refined railway thing or something, kind of like a stray station. Ugh. Sorry, I'm like very tired right now. So yeah, this is just a basic little station. The bridges will go in kind of the four separate cardinal directions, and then they'll kind of move out into different areas as well. So like this actually like will go down this way, but it might turn to like to the right or something. My thing is to have a central station and then have like these giant railroads that will all interconnect with one another. So there will be like splits in the roads and stuff that'll go to different areas and such. Just kind of something that would make sort of the experience a lot more engaging. I'm pretty sure in the community posts, as you can see up here, there was this leaf spiral thing that I had in my world, and it got in the way of this bridge. Plus, I quite just didn't like it. Um, I might add something else here, maybe just like a miniature like hole or something in the ground. Maybe a second connection to that dungeon over there, so you can just use the dungeon as a way to travel over here to the Obsidian Beast, I guess. And this, if you know where this location is, this is where I originally was going to build the Dirt Mansion, as I wanted to build, of course, that Dirt Mansion that I was discussing. But I started to not really like the design I was going for with it. So I just tore it all down and just built a mansion out of wood. And I think it'd be nice to give a little tour of the inside. So we got ourselves a little dining room here. Some paintings are a little bit sprawled around. This is the cooking room. Oh, hi there, buddy. Yeah, an iron golem lives in here too. I should mention that. Um, I don't really understand or get this whole thing though. Why slabs have weird lighting like this. I just hate it. It's very annoying, but you kind of get used to it over time. We have the upstairs. This is like the master bedroom. We have the toilet over here. The bathroom. There is no toilet. There's a shower though. That doesn't work. And I think I was gonna place a hopper here as a sink, but just never got around to it. Might replace that with a tripwire hook if I remember the recipe. And then we have kind of the living station over here. This lamp is very awkwardly placed because, like, in this vicinity... Oh, it's raining. Oh, lovely. It should reduce some of the sound. But this lamp was placed here because monsters were still able to spawn in this vicinity, because for some reason glowstone is not affected when covered by slabs a little bit, which kind of makes sense, I guess. And that's kind of it for the basement. There's not that much with it, obviously. Also, I'm not sure if this pumpkin farm was here. I think I did this immediately after I did the world tour, but here's a pumpkin farm. Just in case if it wasn't featured in the last world tour, which I'm fairly sure it was, but it probably wasn't. So I'll just mention that here. And as you can tell, my animal pens have been kind of a lot more vibrant as of late. I've been actually tending very high care of my animal pens, considering the old days mod actually does more than just add in old stuff. It also brings back the old single player. Sorry, I'm struggling to describe it a little bit, but basically the old single player, it wasn't like how it is now, where it's like this integrated server. Instead, it's like this actual like not integrated server, I guess, and it was very stable. And that means that kind of the clipping bug that comes with mobs stuck and like surrounded by fences, they don't really clip through it anymore. I have seen them clip through fence gates, but I think that's only been like chickens and sheep, and it's only been like one or two. And the chickens still suffocate and die, which was an issue I've been dealing with, but it isn't as much as it was before, so that's good. A little bit of cactus farm results. So I've been getting a lot of progress on my cactus farm. Over here is a little tree farm. This is basically the tree farm I used to finish building the mansion. And then over here is the Snow Town, which is a little thing I was working on kind of during the in-between before I switched over to using the Old Days mod. I was working kind of heavily on this, and it's only like 4 builds currently. But there's some of my favorite builds, as we got some pretty cool builds over here, I think. We got this nice little bridge over to here. It used to be kind of like how the bridge over there, that spruce bridge that was over there at the main base is, but yeah. I gotta patch these up in a future time. But, whatever. But we got this nice little spruce log cabin. There's like a snow farm in here, and this really janky, snowball storage, I guess. There's a lot of ice you can see, which was used to build the ice pyramid, which technically isn't 100% ice. Obviously, you can see it's not 100%. I wanted to kind of integrate it to being still like part of the terrain a little bit. We have the giant snowman, and then we have the big old creeper flag. And this is another build idea that wasn't mine. It was from another Better Than Adventure community member known as King of Nachos. And he's kind of a cool guy. He's very active in the community. He's really just a cool dude in general. And I quite like him. He's a cool guy. But most of the BTA community is very cool, I think. It's a very warm and welcoming community sometimes. That should just about cover a lot of the progress report. Obviously, it seems like there wasn't a lot of progress that was done, but I've kind of focused uh, on building much more bigger builds, as you could tell with like the mansion and the observatory and the statue, and kind of a little bit of the progress over at Snowtown. There's not like kind of bigger builds, I guess. It's more of builds that are much smaller. And it's also because I don't really have a lot of time like I used to. I kind of spent most of my Thanksgiving break kind of less off Minecraft and more just on other video games and hang out with my boyfriend and stuff. So there hasn't really been a lot of impact on the world as much as I would have loved, but I still think there's a lot of progress that has been made. Just it's just not as big. I've definitely been doing a lot of mining, I will say that. Um, I think the day after I did the world tour, I actually went on a mining spree and got like a ton of diamonds, so I'm very stocked on diamonds now. But I think it'd be nice to just do a little minecart ride. Now, the minecart is going to stop very soon over here. I haven't actually expanded past this tunnel, in terms of rails, but the bridge has been actually been worked on much farther than that. Just gonna stop that right there, so I don't collide with a chest minecart. So, this was actually something I found within the first month, which was this desert village. And it should be still populated, if I'm not mistaken. But if not, it doesn't matter. I would like to turn this into like a desert kingdom or something. Okay, then. We're not going to talk about that. It seems like there's some activity still. Yeah, hey guys. Huh. Well, I could trade some emeralds for that guy. I do have a pretty nice amount of raw chicken for my chicken suffocating. But there's not that much going on here. I will say, it's just kind of a little ingrown tunnel that will be like another section to the station. I'm gonna make this part like a little stopping region, I think. And this is gonna be some like giant interior area, and there'll be like a staircase that goes down to here. Oh, that's right. There's a spider spawner over there. Just realized. I'm gonna make another one of those monument things like I did for the zombie spawner. So that's gonna be fun. Anyways, we're gonna be building like a pathway down to the village, and I plan to just redesign the village to be a lot better. And then I think if villager breeding is in this version, then I might do villager breeding and might get into like all of those logistics, but I don't really want to transport villagers unless I see kind of a necessity to. I know villagers on this version are a lot more like, they're not really as balanced as they are in later versions. You can get diamond pickaxe trades like as their first trade from what I've seen with toolsmiths, but it's just a little weird mechanic with them, I think. And you can actually just see just all the progress I've done. This is a lot of distance covered. Like, this is quite far from spawn, a little 100 blocks away. And it still goes down there. It actually goes through this mountain too. And it'll just kind of pierce out from that area. And you could see that there's like a diagonal section. And that's because I kind of want to now integrate diagonal stuff. So it feels kind of more, I guess, kind of like a lifelike rail. Though I won't be doing it too often compared to something like just straight turns like over there. I do quite treat these as still minecarts rather than just trains, I guess. It's not really a railroad, it's just kind of a minecart system that's just kind of like a railroad, I guess. But I do have a lot of plans for what I want to do with the minecart system. And it's just really that I want to make my world feel distant a lot. And considering I now no longer have sprinting and hunger, the minecart system is going to be very important to actually transport around. And I have decided that I'm going to permanently stay on 1.5.2. Even though the old days mod does have a like a 1.6 version, I just don't really enjoy a lot of the features that were added in 1.6 compared to some of the stuff that was in 1.5. Because 1.5 was mostly just a little redstone update. And there's a lot of features in that version, or not really that version, this version. I'm playing on this version that I just quite enjoy. There's a lot of simplicity with it that I feel that just kind of is budged out once 1.6 hits. And you have horses and terracotta and just kind of the more compact stuff, ways to like not despawn your mobs and such. It makes the world feel more. I'm not really sure how to describe it. It just makes the world feel a lot different. As I quite enjoy the limited color palette and stuff like that that's just featured in this version, and it feels kind of weird to see kind of that in 1.6. I personally think 1.6 is kind of a transitional period to the switch to modern Minecraft a little bit, or at least the middle ground of modern Minecraft. I still feel like 1.5 retains a lot of that classicalness that Minecraft has, even if 1.6 still uses the same like world generation and stuff as uh 1.5 and below, at least from like beta 1.8 to 1.6, but it feels like a completely different feeling entirely, and I think that really is just from the horses in general. So I quite enjoy playing on this version of the game, as it's just very relaxing to me. Plus, I can over time like expand it into my own ideas and kind of work on some of the stuff I think are interesting with these older versions of the game. And I heard that chicken damage, but kind of focus on experimenting a little bit more instead of just switching to newer versions and not having a lot of that experimentation sort of just given to me. I but I do quite enjoy a lot of the elements that are with Minecraft, and I think 1.5 is a perfect little version that fits specifically to how I enjoy the game. And I don't really have a lot of plans to kill the Ender Dragon. That's probably going to be the one thing I might never do, is kill the dragon, as I just find it to be kind of a boring little task of mine that feels kind of required. And I don't really focus on like trying to kill mobs and stuff. I've been mostly playing on peaceful mode in this world, so there hasn't really been an incentivization to kill monsters and stuff like that for loot and stuff, other than to increase my score counter in the top corner whenever I do turn it on, or just to collect like little music discs and stuff. Like over here, I completely forgot to show this off, but this is just like a little thing I did in order to get some music discs and the sniper duel achievement. I'm planning to get all the achievements somewhere down the line. I want to get overkill. I at least probably want to get the end, which I think that requires me to go to the end, so possibly not. Delicious fish, on a rail, when pigs fly, and the lie. Those are the only ones I really gotta get sometime. And that's not gonna be too difficult of a issue, I don't think, due to how easy it is. But this is just, one of those basic piston trap things. Yeah, creeper goes in this one, skeleton goes in this one, if you couldn't tell by the 50 block line. But that should be everything that's with this world tour. Cheers to another month. I'm thinking next month I want to focus on finishing up the bridges at least, or building this one out some more, fixing up the pillars on that one, kind of finishing the bridge design that I just showed off back that's like far over there. And then I think just work on Snowy Town for the December season and kind of the area that goes over to it, as I got some buildings over there that I want to work on. Not sure kind of my plan for the buildings, but just some cool little features for it, I guess. I must say, though, the progress has been amazing, and the support I've been getting, or at least the support I got from the first world tour, was just outstanding. Even if it was just something from the algorithm just supporting the video, it was really cool. And in all honesty, if this video doesn't blow up just like the first one, then that's okay. I just enjoy showcasing a little bit of my development progress of my Minecraft world, even if I'm not really a good speaker, or I'm not a good showcaser of my world. I feel like this one was a lot more fast paced, kind because there's just a lot more bigger stuff rather than smaller stuff, and I think that's just what makes this world fun, is that there's this mix between both big and small, and I just kind of want that for my world. I am quite tired. I think I should. I think I should head to bed here soon. But um, thank you so much for watching. I very much appreciate just all the support I've gotten and just all the attention that I've gotten. I do hope to kind of inspire you to play on a version of Minecraft that you feel comfortable with and just playing it. Um, I guess sort of some suggestions that I'd give out myself is that don't like over push yourself when you're playing Minecraft. Don't like focus on just one giant goal. I mean, I literally just built this world because I looked at old photos of people's bases from early release and I was just kind of enthralled by some of the features they had and just was like, hey, I'll start on 1.5.2 or 1.2.5, sorry, and then port my way up to a version that I prefer sticking on and then perhaps modding it with something or just messing around with it. And I got that. And it's my beta Minecraft world. Beta Minecraft world. Gosh. Being tired, you kind of go a little crazy, I guess. My early release Minecraft world. And well, I guess it is sort of beta, considering I have some of the beta mechanics back. But just thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.